Welcome back, viewers. You are watching the Savera and I'm Shefali. US President Donald Trump has ordered immigration and customs enforcement to significantly ramp up its efforts to deport undocumented immigrants, particularly in major metropolitan areas. The directive came in response to the larger protests that have erupted in cities like Los Angeles and other urban centers, where demonstrations have voiced strong opinion to the Trump administration's hardline immigration policies. In a statement posted on his social media platform Truth Social, Trump praised ICE officials for their incredible strength, determination, and courage in carrying out what he described as the largest mass deportation operation in history. He emphasized the critical nature of this mission, reiterating that the ICE officers have faced violence, harassment, and even threats from political opponents but would continue their work underrated. Every day, the brave men and women of ICE are subject to violence, harassment, and even threats from radical Democrat politicians. But nothing will stop us from executing our mission and fulfilling our mandate to the American people, Trump declared. He further instructed ICE officials to focus their efforts on deporting illegal aliens from major cities such as Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York, where he claimed millions of undocumented immigrants reside. Now, Trump went on to accuse Democratic leaders of using undocumented immigrants to strengthen their political base, claiming that the influx of immigrants into these cities helped expand the welfare state and robbed American citizens of jobs and benefits. He also criticized Democratic policies, asserting that they sought to destroy American cities and were guided by radical ideologies. According to Trump, those radical left Democrats advocates for policies like open border and gender fluidity in sports, which he described as a reflection of their sick agenda. Now, in this statement, Trump argued that the focus of ICE, Border Patrol, and law enforcement should be on the crime-ridden intercities, many of which he accused of being sanctuary cities that shield undocumented immigrants. He suggests that these policies created dangerous environmental and contributed to a rise in crime and social unrest. Trump insisted that the deportation efforts were vital to restoring safety and order to American cities, schools, and communities. He said, to reverse the tide of mass destruction immigration that has turned once idyllic towns into scenes of Third World Syndrodia. Trump continued, I have directed my administration to commit all resources necessary to remigrate undocumented immigrants back to their countries of origin, while preventing anyone who undermines the tranquility of the United States from entering. Now, Trump reiterated his support for law enforcement agencies involving in the operation, offering full backing to ICE and the FBI and the DEA and the ATF, the Pentagon. He called on them to continue their work with the goal of making American communities safer and securing the nation's borders. The president's comment highlighted the growing rift between the administration and the Democratic leadership, particularly in urban areas that have implemented sanctuary policies to protect undocumented immigration. Now, while Trump frames the deportation efforts as a means to restore order and protect American citizens, his critics argue that his policies are divisive and harmful to immigrant communities, particularly those who have lived in the country for years without legal status. As tensions continue to rise, the president's new directive is likely to fuel further debates over immigration policy and the role of law enforcement in addressing undocumented immigration. Trump's administration has made immigration enforcement a central part of the agenda, and with this new order, it seems determined to intensify its crackdown in the face of widespread opposition from advocacy groups to the local governments. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.